Welcome to Fan for Racing Radio. I am Fan for Racing Sharon, and joining me for today's show is Sal Segala. Welcome to the show, Sal.
Well, thank you, Sharon. Guess we're
We
all ready
are,
to go.
yes, indeed. We are here for the Talladega review for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Your overall thoughts about the Xfinity Series race, Sal?
Yeah, it was another race that I unfortunately didn't see the whole thing. I seen about half of it, but the ending was quite the show. Gosh, couldn't believe how close that finish was. Yet they had to make it on the yellow. It was the last lap, and they had to go back to all the scoring loops, to finally find out who the winner is. Take a while. They
Yes.
they feel they got it right, but it sounded like second
Jeb
place.
Burton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeb Burton was going to go ahead and protest. I
Yeah,
read
but I
about it
think
this morning.
Well, I think that if he really looks at that video, they did show video footage that confirmed that it
Yeah,
was Austin Hill that won that race. But I've never seen three drivers line up at the start finish line the way these guys did, waiting for the result, the official word from NASCAR.
yeah, that was pretty cool the way they all three lined up and waited. I don't know why Jesse Love waited. He was not even close,
Well,
but he still waited. I mean, you have to.
you have to wait. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
But it was Austin Hill who breaks his NASCAR Xfinity Series Speedway wins record at Talladega. Richard Childress Racing's Austin Hill prevailed in a three-wide photo finish in the Ag Pro 300 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race on Saturday afternoon. He edged out Jeb Burton and his RCR teammate Jesse Love. At the time, the field was frozen with an electronic timestamp approaching the checkered flag. And so NASCAR reviewed their video and determined that it was Austin Hill that won that race. Battling for the win in Saturday's Xfinity Series race, Jesse Love slammed into the rear of the 88 Connor Zilisch, and that caused him to spin into the inside wall. When the yellow flag flew, the 21 of Austin Hill was scored barely ahead of the number 27 of Jeb Burton for the victory. This is Hill's third victory in the opening 11 races of the season. He now holds the record for the most superspeedway wins in series history with 9. The number 27, Jeb Burton, finished in second, scoring his first top 5 finish since winning at Talladega 2 years ago. And then Jesse Love, the number 2, led a race-high 50 laps from the pole, and he finished in third. Justin Allgaier was fourth, and Matt DiBenedetto scored Viking Motorsports' first top 5 finish in fifth. Then it was Anthony Alfredo who charged to sixth after being a lap down earlier in the race. Blaine Perkins in the number 31, Harrison Burton in the number 25. Sheldon Creed and Daniel Dye completed the top 10. Now, the number 88 of Zilisch is credited with a 27th place finish after leading at the white flag lap. Richard Childress Racing swept all 3 stages, with Love earning his first stage victory of the season in stage 1. Hill took stage 2, and there were 26 lead changes among 15 drivers and 15 cautions for 23 yellow flag laps. The average speed of the race was 138.180 miles per hour, and the highest finishing rookie was Daniel Dye, who finished in 10th place. The fastest lap award actually goes to the number 51 on lap 33 at 49.065. And I want to say the number 51 is Jeremy Clem. But your thoughts, Sal, about the top 10 finishers?
yeah. You see a lot of drivers up there that you never see in the top 10, top 15, even top 20. But with this being a super speedway track, you're going to see, a couple in there. I mean, congrats to Austin Hill on the win. Jeb Burton, he's been he had a decent season last year. He's having another good one this year. Jesse Love continues to almost be the shining star of the series. I mean, he got DQ'd,
Hmm.
took the win away at Rockingham, but he was still up there, battling, for the win this week. Blaine Perkins, congrats on him on the seventh place finish.
Hmm.
It's a top 10 for Blaine. I don't think this might be his first top 10 finish since racing in the Xfinity series. Then Harrison Burton, of course, and then Sheldon Creed and Daniel Dye, we haven't heard from in a while, as the highest finishing rookie.
And right behind him was another rookie in Taylor Gray in that number 54 car. I think Taylor Gray's going to end up with a win before this season is over. There were times I thought Nick Sanchez might win the race. And Carson Cavapel, I thought he might win it at certain points as well. And Connor Zilic, he had a good run up until that wreck at the end of the race. But it's Talladega, and we expect stuff to happen at Talladega. And it certainly did happen. Catherine Legg, we should mention, she really was credited with being the fourth woman to lead a race. When they interviewed her after the race, she said it doesn't count because she was leading during a pit stop cycle. So,
Yeah.
what a difference from other women that we've had in the sport. I really like her, and I think we're going to see some interesting things from her once she gets past her learning curve. She is definitely on a learning curve right now, but I think she's making progress.
Yeah, it's most guys, let's just say most drivers, they don't care if it's a pit cycle. They let a lap. That's all they care about.
Yeah,
But at
that's
least at
right.
least she was honest about it and say, hey, you know what? It was during a pit cycles. But either way, yeah, I'm sure we'll see some decent racing out of her.
Okay, well, let's see what happened with some of the ones that didn't have a good day, starting with Parker Retzlaff in the number 4. He was out on lap 52 because of an accident, the first car out. And then because of an engine failure on lap 75, William Sawalich was also out of the race. The number 39 of Ryan Sieg was out on lap 78 because of an accident. Lap 80, an accident took out Greg Van Alst. Catherine Legg had a good day, but was out of the race on lap 100 because of an accident. Also on lap 100 was Eric Almirola. He did apologize to Catherine Legg afterward, saying that it was completely his fault. Jeffrey Earnhardt out on lap 102 because of an accident. There were 26 cars on the lead lap, starting with Sammy Smith in 31st. The rest of those cars finished a lap or more down. Any thoughts there, Sal?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You're gonna expect breakage. You're gonna expect accidents. It's a long race. It's a big, huge track, a lot bigger than what they're used to running. And for the most part, of course, the most exciting was always, it's always going to be the finish. It's always going to be the top 5, 10, 15 cars, whoever's in that pack. That's what everybody's looking at the end of this race.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and it went down to where they had to use the cameras to figure out who the winner was.
Yes, indeed. You couldn't ask for a more exciting finish than
Yeah.
that, as far as that goes. Do you want to cover the driver points, Sal?
Yeah, the driver points during our Talladega weekend. We're still going to see Justin Allgaier at the top with 2 race wins. Sitting in second is Austin Hill with 3 race wins. Just added a third one on. And then we're going to go down to Sam Mayer, who has 0 wins. Jesse Love, who has that 1 win. And fourth, Carson Quapple, who is the highest rookie in the points with 0 wins. Connor Zilic, who has the 1 win, sitting in 6th, who's another rookie, sitting right behind Carson Quapple, 7 points behind him. And then from there, then we go to Brandon Jones, who has the 1 win. Sammy Smith, who was given the gift win after Jesse Love was disqualified at Rockingham with his 1 win. And then Jeb Burton is sitting in 9th, Sheldon Creed in 10th, Ryan Sieg 11th, and Harrison Burton holding on to that 12th spot by 9 points over Daniel Dye, who's in 3rd.
Oh, you mean in 13th?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's pretty tight between Jeb Burton and Sheldon Creed is 1 point that separates them. And actually 3 drivers, Sammy Smith, well, 4 drivers make it because Sammy Smith and Brandon Jones are actually tied. And so from 7th place through 10th place, we're talking about a matter of 3 points. So that's pretty tight right in there. And we're going to see a lot of shuffling before this is all said and done. Austin Hill, you got to give him kudos. 3 wins. He has the most wins. He's got the most stage wins. And that gives him the most playoff points so far in double digits at 20. The next closest driver is Justin Allgaier with 13. So Austin Hill is off to a really good start this season.
Yeah, he's doing what he did last year, picking up as much as those stage wins and the playoff points as he possibly can.
Yes, he is. And you got to give him kudos for what he's accomplished. And, you know, he had not won a race at Talladega before. So as good as he is on the super speedways, he's won at Daytona, he won at Atlanta, but he had not yet won at Talladega. And he checks that off the to-do list this weekend. Okay.
Now we get to another track that's going to be basically another speed track. So this weekend, I think we're going to Texas.
Yeah, it's a 1.5 mile track. So
yeah, it's a fast one.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of fun watching the Xfinity series. They've had their ups and their downs this season. There's no doubt about that. But I think as the season progresses, we're going to be seeing some great things from the Xfinity series. Now, do watch for more coming soon. We've completed now the ARCA Menard Series review and the Xfinity Series review. Coming up next for Sal and I is the NASCAR Cup Series review at Talladega. And starting at 9 o'clock 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock your time, Sal, we are going to have our live stream for NASCAR Hot Topic Sound Off. And it's just Jay and I tonight. We're going to talk about some of the biggest topics happening in NASCAR right now. So we hope people will tune in and join in the conversation tonight.
Should be a good one.
It should be. We also want to say thank you for watching. We have a lot of fun doing these, and we hope you have as much fun tuning in. And we will look forward to seeing you in our next video.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in a few minutes.